And now for our feature presentation.
Who the hell is this?
DJ Stacks.
I just wanted to do a very short video for you guys because I got a couple of mails saying, what is that little silver thing you have sitting there on top of some of the Linkdorf gear in some of the reviews? And sorry for just having stuff lying around like that. I don't give it much thought. It's just nice when you need it to have something like this. This is a Mutech MC 1.1 Plus. Looks like this. It's a digital format converter and distributor. Really cool product. It's made in Germany, I think. And I purchased this to my stable of what I call glue products. And maybe that's a term from the professional world I come from, but a glue product is something that will glue gear together, maybe converting signals from one format to another or distributing them or whatever is needed to make something work. And this little thing is a really nice tool if you need it. So I will just quickly tell you what it can do and some use cases, okay? Basically, it will convert any digital signal. So here's the back. Look at that. We got optical, we got coaxial, we got AES, EBU, which is the balanced digital professional standard. And we also got AES-3, which is the professional standard as well, but running on BNC cables. Okay? We have inputs and outputs. We have two optical inputs, two coaxial inputs, and we have a AES input, and we have that AES-3 input. On the front here, there's also two AES-3 outputs. So you can imagine scenarios where you need to distribute, for example, AES EBU signals. It could be feeding two active speakers that have AES inputs but do not have a loop function, like the Gegentag speakers reviewed recently here on the channel. It could be great for that. You can, in my case, I often use the Linkdorf TDAI 3400 because it's so very flexible and have all the tools we need. It has a coaxial output, digital output, okay? So in case I need to feed that digital output into something that only has a optical input or only has AES or whatever, or I need to distribute that signal a long distance, I could simply go coaxial, AES, and then pull, 20 meter of cable with no problem. This is a great little glue product. It costs around 500-600 euros, something like that. So if you have a use case, maybe you have a nice digital player, let's say a CD player, for example, and you want to split it out to two different rigs, or you need to copy the signal to two different destinations, this can do the job. Or it could be a case where you have a source in one end of the room and your DAC or whatever in the other end of the room, and you want to run a digital signal further, you could simply do it on AES. So, yeah, it's a very cool little thing. Mutech MC 1.1 Plus. And I think they have a lot of different products in this category, but this is a very nice tool to have when you have a scenario where you need it. What's up on the channel? Yeah, I just finished the Clarity 66 reviews. It was a huge production, many videos, interviews with the designer, a 2-part review with the Silverback listening team. If you're interested in that speaker, it will cover you big time. And I also know that Erin's Audio Corner, my man, is going to review it as well. So I'm really looking forward to see if he's seeing or discovering some of the same things we did, only subjectively. And he will, of course, be doing all his measurements and the kibble scanner stuff and so on So it will be very nice. We even talked about trying to collaborate a little bit. So let's see what comes out of that. I hope it will make a very interesting video to see both actually. In the background there, that is the Technics SBR1 speaker. And it has a very, very old, distant, not even relative speaker from Technics with the same name. I don't know if Technics actually didn't notice that when they named it, but this speaker came out in 2014 as a statement product when Technics was relaunched. And I have been asked to review it so many times. And it's also stupid that I haven't, because it's actually a very interesting speaker, both sound-wise and technically. It's a monster weighing like 72 kilos. It plays down to 20 hertz, no problem. And it uses pretty small bass drivers with very interesting features, especially if you know about purified drivers. The Edge technology there was actually something Technics came up with many years ago, but Purify have of course totally refined it and so on with the Yushinji drivers that is also used in the Clarity 66. It's quite an interesting speaker, and coaxial, point source, all that stuff. So I will get the team on it, and we over the summer I think we'll do a real review of it, so we can send it off, because it has been discontinued a couple of years back. So I'm pretty sure that these things they will appreciate in price, because it's quite a unique speaker and it does a very unique job as well. So we'll get back to that during the summer. That's all for now. Remember,
stereophonic sound requires 2 channels to represent the 2 ears.
You can't do nothing wrong if you just listen. See you back on the channel.